What's going on, everybody, and on TCG and Erik's Curiosa, the manufacturer of Sorcery Contested Realm, has yet again shot themselves in the foot. So I've been pretty vocal in both criticism of the game and support of the game. The game's relatively fun, but it's really the collectability that's drawn myself and a lot of my friends and colleagues into the game. And what was super interesting is early on they came out and said they want the product to be collectible. They wanted to keep value. Well, apparently, they completely forgot that. And they've done nothing but shoot themselves in the foot and continue to create inflict grievous harm on themselves. So I mentioned in my video last week that Arthurian Legends, the second wave came out. It came out way too early. There was too much product on the market. And I mentioned that the product was going to absolutely plummet. Both distributors, PhD and Southern Hobby, had unlimited product virtually. I know some big buyers who, I don't know a single person who was allocated. We were told that we can order as much as we want, no limit. And that's hundreds, if not 1,000 plus boxes. That was our cue to say, yep, thanks, but no thanks. The company messed up, and they messed up big time. So let's just very quickly talk about Arthurian Legends, and we'll pivot to the next critical error by the company. So cases, booster box cases. These cases were selling $825, $800, $840, and this was the week of Sorcery Con, $841. That's a healthy price, sitting right around or tick below MSRP. And look what happens. The reprint comes out, and the box is tanked by 25%. And it's a race to zero. You look at the boxes here, $590 per. It's effectively distro price if you back out shipping and you back out fees from TCG Player. The product's dead. There's no money in it. And I think the most concerning thing is, other than what I'll get to with beta, is in Las Vegas, the question was asked about how's the company going to support stores and LGS and grow the community. And they said, we're not. We expect the community to do that. Well, I got news for you guys. And quite honestly, I think you're idiots at this point. And you need to look in the mirror because you're killing your game. And you've had every advantage in the world, and you're still managing to mess it up. Stores aren't going to build your community for you if there's nothing in it for them. Buying boxes to sell them for nothing isn't going to happen. You've capped upside by changing your tune from we're going to keep them collectible and keep value in the cards to printing them into the ground. So there's no upside to own any of the product, not even Alpha. Alpha's been a slow bleed forever. Beta's been a slow bleed. Arthurian Legends is a dumpster fire. I mean, the expected value on these boxes is half distro. If you're lucky, maybe you'll get a good hit. But I mean, you may as well light the product on fire. It's garbage. The opening experience is shitty. And there's no hits. So there was a podcast that came out today, and this was an interview with Simon, who is the community manager / COO / probably has way too much say in the game. And he basically mentioned that they're going to reprint beta. Beta came out initially it was supposed to come out in August of 2023, came out in November of 2023. So we're more than a year removed. Multiple prints of beta, multiple editions of beta. They had some errors in the first one that they fixed. The print quality was improved, at least to the naked eye, which is good. And the boxes have set. You got 150, which is MSRP, to 200-ish. And it was good. It's good. And they may not be able to get boxes in Europe, but Europe's a difficult place to send to, just based on all the different countries, all the different import taxes, VAT taxes. If you live there, it's going to be tough to get product. It is what it is. It sucks, right? So this came up today in the official Discord, and one of the people said it's very concerning that you guys are saying you're going to reprint. Like, what's going on? You said you weren't. You said you're going to keep value in the product, and right now the beta boxes are sitting at $170 ish, $175. And Team Covenant, who I guess has an exclusivity deal with them, you can buy as many boxes as you want. I shouldn't say that. 6 boxes per month, but you can create different accounts. There's ways around it. 6 boxes per month. So this is what Simon said. when somebody basically called him out for saying, hey, reprinting beta is concerning. He says, it's a truth, though. People ask questions. We answer them transparently, which is good. It's also bad. You guys should not be answering any questions. You shouldn't even have a Discord. But, that's what real businesses do. Different conversation. When we release new set, we activate new players, and when events fire, people want product to open. True. You can keep stock on your own. Doesn't have to be released to the public. I said nothing about quantity of boxes. So we're going to reprint, but I didn't say quantity. So, there may or may not be a shitload of boxes. It's idiotic. And I don't intend to. Erik and I have been very matter of fact about the balance we strike here. And the game's performing very well. Well, it's not. Your cards aren't worth shit, and they're plummeting. Nobody wants the boxes. You must live in an echo chamber where you believe your own bullshit, because the game is struggling. I don't know a single game store that has anybody coming in asking for the product, because it's dead already. It's been 6 weeks, and people have moved on. We don't expect anyone to have to pay a premium, but we do expect. This isn't even English half of this. I'm struggling to read it because it's not. But we do expect is to bring new players to the table, so the overall pool of interested parties is larger. The beta print was right on the nose. So you're going to destroy the actual player base who came in and is loyal to the team based on a bill of goods that you sold. Basically, screw all those guys and bring in new players that are going to be transients. Like, this is the most incompetent business model of all time. By the way, also, which was interesting, there's 7 boxes for sale, which is the lowest price from Card Shop Live of beta on TCG Player. Anyway, so Simon continues. We're also printing beta for store activation kits. A year and a half too late, I guess. So we can send new store product to experience to their communities. Nobody wants your product, guys. Stores want your product. Well, they don't want your product. They want a product that they can pay $80 for and sell for $150. They give a shit about sorcery. They give a shit about making money. This increases our total addressable market. You learned that in B school, dude? Yeah, okay. You print more, so you have more market. That doesn't work. We have beta precons coming, too, to help with players with an on-ramp. Well, how about Arthurian Legends precons? It's what everybody's asking for, and you just said, nah, it's cool. It's not going to work. So either the quality of the play was so bad that they scrapped it, or they never thought about it in the beginning. For Europe, this is a treat. This is right up there with, we expect the public to build the player base for us, and we're not going to incent any stores, which every other game in the world does, except for these guys. For Europe, please email Card Market. They're very aware of demand. We just need to push them over the edge. So we can't get the premier card, exchange in Europe to list our products. So please, let's blast it, and let's see if you guys can do it for us. But more requests will speed things up. We're ready to go. We have our data ready for it. Like, this is pathetic. Like, run a fucking business, guys. Like, this is a clown show. So then, Simon starts to think this is a joke, right? Set 7 will print 1 box and auction it to the highest bidder. The pinnacle of exclusivity. Dude, stop being a clown. Run a business like a professional. You're killing the game. You're running it into the ground. You've effectively created Fab 2.0. You have these cards that were highly collectible, and then you printed all this other garbage that nobody wants, but you've turned off the collectors because the value of the alpha cards has eroded. The value of beta cards, you're going to print to 0. So those folks leave. So now you just have a bunch of players. Nobody wants the fucking product for Flesh and Blood, guys. Yeah, is it just people go to New Zealand and they get stupid when it comes to this stuff? And like actually running a business, is it the socialism in New Zealand? Because there is a little bit of that mindset there. Like, it's Fab 2.0. The only reason your game exists is because the product went up when every other product was going down. Now, art's cool, gameplay's reasonably okay. Doesn't matter. None of that matters. What matters is people are attracted to product that goes up. Product they can't have. You effectively took that concept, which is basic human psychology, and said, nah, it's cool. We'll print it to the ground, and we'll take that entire group of people that now have attention on the game and lit it on fire. You guys have killed the game. And, quite honestly, it's embarrassing because you guys are just like, you're like Nero. You're fiddling, Rome's burning. And all you do is continue to spin bullshit in the official Discord about how we're going to print all these products and give it to stores, and stores want it. Well, what happened to Arthurian Legends? Stores don't want that. I can call PhD or Southern tomorrow and get a pallet of it. You guys need to get it with the program. The game is dying. It's dying quickly. And every decision you guys make is accelerating the process. And it's sad. It's sad. So hopefully you guys get out of your echo chamber and look in the mirror, because you're Fab 2.0 and you don't have a player base.